Plasma Plus Application and Research Laboratory, also known as Plasma Plus, is an ISO IEC 17025 certified application and research-oriented laboratory equipped with state-of-the-art analytical instrumentation, located at the Independent University, Bangladesh.
Independent University Bangladesh, IUB, is one of the top private universities in the country. Recently we did some reorganization and we established our School of Pharmacy and Public Health. And we were very fortunate that we got a very generous donation from AQ family, and they donated all equipment from their Plasma Plus Lab to IUB, so their legacy and their work can continue. We are committed to make the best use of that equipment here at IUB. We're going to use it for commercial purposes, for various testings, for water, for food, for pharmaceutical industry. We're going to use it for research of our own faculty. We're going to use it for training, and of course we're going to use it for educational purposes. So our students will greatly benefit from having this Plasma Plus lab, which is one of the very few ISO certified laboratories in the country.
Plasma Plus has been providing a wide range contractual chemical testing services to industries, regulatory bodies and academic researchers. Plasma Plus provides internationally recognized training certificates on spectrography and chromatography to student, staff of QC and R&D divisions of various industries and research organizations.
Plasma Plus Laboratory is an ISO certified laboratory, one of the very few in Bangladesh, which covers the whole spectrum of tests starting from biological to chemical and food, etc. Plasma Plus Laboratory was set up by the AQ Chaudhary family many years ago and run as a non-profit entity, serving the country on various areas of testing, research, etc. It has done a lot of milestones in finding out things in the society, in the materials, which has been helpful. The Chaudhary family has very kindly donated this laboratory to IUB free of cost, and we very much appreciate this gesture from the family. And this is our first such big donation from a private family to a private university. So this is a trend which they have set as a pioneer, and we very much want to acknowledge and grateful to them and appreciate their gesture. I am sure with the work that Plasma Plus have done in the past, the resources of IUB, students, teachers and technicians, and the connectivity that IUB has in society, we will be able to take this research lab forward as a center of excellence, as a point where it's a reference lab in Bangladesh. It will have impact on commerce in the medical industry, the pharmaceutical industry, and chemical industry, food industry, and others. At the same time, it will do very high-level biomedical research, which can take the university and the country forward. I look forward to the management of Plasma Plus, the university management, and the Board of Trustees to work together to take this venture forward and live up to the expectations and ideals of the donors, the AQ Chaudhary family.
AQ Chaudhary and Kong, a family-run company, established Plasma Plus in 1994 as a social responsibility initiative, and it has been providing rapid, reliable and acceptable services to its clients ever since. In a generous philanthropic act, the AQ Chaudhary family passed on their family legacy to IUB by donating the laboratory with all its high-tech instruments. This transition to IUB will enhance both the capability and credibility of Plasma Plus services to a wider range of clients, both nationally and internationally.
IUB Plasma Plus Application Lab is a new inclusion in the academic and research environment of the independent University of Bangladesh. After integration of the plasma lab, this IUB Plasma Lab has been revamped with new equipments, sophisticated equipments, rather they say, and also the efficient workforces. After integration of the plasma lab that we have, it is now revamped with experts, with researchers, as well as with new resources. Plasma Plus Lab will do functions mainly in two areas: for testing and chemical analysis, and another area is the research. This lab will be benefited for not only for the industries but also for the research institutes in government sectors, non-government sectors, and also for the clients overseas. Plasma Plus Lab, as you know, will be helpful for the two growing industries of Bangladesh. One is the pharmaceutical industry, and another is the beverage and food industry, because these two industries are very much growing, and their products can be largely benefited by the tests they will conduct through the plasma lab in IUB. Plasma lab, this is the customer's approach, but apart from that, for educational purpose, this lab will be helpful for the students at large at IUB and at large in other universities, those who will show their interest to come here. Secondly, this is a research platform. The students can do the research, they can learn how to conduct a research activity and the methodologies that will be followed for the chemical analysis and other things. The lab has already submitted their research plan how to proceed in future. I hope the business plans they have submitted, if they follow it, they can prove themselves viable, profitable, at the same time a self-sustainable entity in future. I hope every success of the Plasma Plus Lab.
Plasma Plus has been served many pharmaceutical companies like Renata, Alco, Active Fine Chemicals, and government organizations like Dhaka Wasa, DGDA, National Food Safety Authority, etc. Donor organizations like World Bank, FAO, etc. Plasma Plus IUB is offering testing services to the pharmaceutical, API and other chemical industries for identification and quantification of raw materials, finished product and impurities.
The private sector, a laboratory like Plasma Plus Laboratory, which is engaged in promoting science and technology from the private sector. It is an ISO certified laboratory, which I actually intended to for material testing. And this is also the first of its kind. It's in the pioneer laboratory. IUB is one of the pioneer university quality education and research. So if that is the case, and it was a very correct decision, then IUB took this gift honorably from A.Q. Chaudhary family. IUB with its mission in science and technology, especially in high quality education, university education in science and technology. And IUB, this central entity laboratory as Plasma Plus, will be a strong support and in terms of infrastructure facility. And with this sound vision in science and technology and infrastructure facilities, I strongly believe, inshallah, I will be able to move forward in the direction it desired to achieve its cherished goal in science and technology in very near future.
Plasma Plus IUB offers the textile sectors to measure aromatic amines derived from azo colorants in fabric samples, heavy metals and non-compliant parameters in auxiliary chemicals, etc. Plasma Plus IUB has the capacity to measure heavy metals, micropollutants like pesticides, etc. in food and water, and wastewater samples then cover the environmental sector.
We are glad to be the forerunner to take initiative to introduce bioequivalence studies for our pharmaceutical companies. And we aim to provide bioequivalence studies at significantly lower prices and shorter time while maintaining the same degree of accuracy, reliability, and international recognition. At Plasma Plus, we look forward to forge partnership with you to bring our pharma sector to the forefront of the next pharmaceutical revolution.
We are accredited in pharmaceutical, textile, food and environmental analysis by Bangladesh Accreditation Board. We aim to be the bastion of safe consumer products and a protector of public health through our analytical services while increasing the acceptability of the products of our clients in the international landscape. Expand the horizon of your career and business with us.